They started stripping it for parts and mismanaging it at the launch of the Xbox One. And everything that's come after that has just made it worse. And so I don't know if you can bring someone in to right the ship, because I don't think anyone knows where the ship even is anymore. It's drifted so far from its original goal, and it's had a succession of people who just clearly have no idea how to position this company or where it lands in the marketplace versus its competitors and the general marketplace as a whole, that it's just almost impossible to look at them and say, okay, well, this decision you're making now might fix it. Because it's like, could you patch the Titanic when it was halfway down? Like, no, that was sunk the second it hit the iceberg. There's nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You can play songs. The band can play a finite number of songs that goes down. But
chairs.
Yeah, but it will eventually go down because you're not recovering from hitting the iceberg in the first place.
The one upside to any of this is that if you are someone who has been wanting to boycott Microsoft on the bounds of, BDS related sanctions and things like that, it's never been easier because there's just really not much motion happening on the Xbox side of things, and there probably won't be. It's actually really funny. Rock Paper Shotgun, today before all this layoff news came out, ran a piece about exactly this and made some really good points in terms of saying that, yeah, Microsoft's gaming biz, there's this learned helplessness kind of mentality around Microsoft that, it's too big to ignore, blah, 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 blah. And I think this, has kind of been true for us too. Their writer says, I would argue that they do not have any momentum with the things that they own. And to be frank, a fair whack of their stuff does sod all traffic for us. Microsoft today are institutionally incapable of being intriguing. As such, an extremely indulgent way of thinking about the BDS boycott is to treat it as a positive encouragement to seek intrigue elsewhere. Which, yeah, I think is true. People are constantly talking about how many interesting games are out right now and how they don't have time to play any of them, and how September is going to be, a minefield. And it's well, then just, scrape all the Microsoft stuff off your plate, and that'll help at least a little bit.